Becoming a millionaire isn't about luck, inheritance, or some secret formula only the rich know. It's about choices, what to focus on and what to ignore. Successful people don't waste time on things that drain energy, money, or momentum. The National Study of Millionaires surveyed over 10,000 wealthy individuals and found that 93% built their wealth through smart habits. They manage their time with the same discipline they manage their money. So, what's their secret? We're going to break it down, covering 24 things millionaires refuse to waste time on. Some of these might surprise you, but if you want to adopt the mindset of the wealthy, you need to start thinking like they do. Cut these from your life, and you might just find yourself on the same path. But before we go any further, yes, this is an AI voice, but a real person wrote this. I earned my financial freedom and I'm not doing this for money. I don't like narrating videos, so I use an AI voice. Ignore that the voice is AI. The video is worth it. Check out the full details by visiting the link in the description. Number 1. Negative thinking. Successful people don't sit around dwelling on what went wrong. They focus on solutions, not problems. When something doesn't go as planned, they don't complain about how unfair life is. They analyze, adjust, and move forward. This mindset keeps them ahead while others stay stuck in the past. They know that negative thinking is a time sink, a mental black hole that drains energy and motivation. Instead, they reframe challenges as opportunities, using setbacks to sharpen their skills and build resilience. If something isn't working, they fix it or move on. No time for self-pity. Number 2. Chasing trends that don't last. Millionaires don't jump on every hot new fad, whether it's a viral investment scheme or the latest social media craze. They know trends come and go, and chasing them burns time and money with little payoff. Instead, they stick to proven strategies, consistent investing, building skills, creating value. They're not out there buying crypto or NFTs just because everyone's talking about them or flipping meme stocks for a quick buck. Success comes from focusing on what endures, not what's shiny today and gone tomorrow. Time spent on fleeting hype is time not spent building real wealth. Number 3. Unnecessary meetings. Millionaires don't waste their time sitting in meetings that should have been an email. They value efficiency over formality. If they do have to attend, they make sure there's a clear purpose, a strict time limit, and an actionable outcome. They're not interested in long-winded discussions that go nowhere. They also know that a packed calendar doesn't mean productivity. They guard their time fiercely, keeping their schedules clear for tasks that actually generate results. Successful people understand that real work happens outside of the conference room. Number 4 on our list of things millionaires never waste time on is networking with the wrong people. Millionaires choose their circle wisely. They don't waste time on toxic, negative, or aimless people. If someone is constantly complaining, gossiping, or making excuses, they move on. They surround themselves with driven, like-minded individuals who push them to grow. It's not about being elitist, it's about protecting their mindset. They know that energy is contagious, and they're not about to let the wrong crowd drain their ambition. Success requires the right environment, and that includes the people they associate with. Number 5. Seeking approval from everyone. Millionaires don't waste time trying to please the crowd. They know chasing universal approval is a losing game. Someone's always going to disagree. Instead, they focus on their own goals and trust their instincts. They're not out there fishing for likes or stressing over what the neighbors think. Their confidence comes from results, not validation. Time spent worrying about others' opinions is time not spent making progress. The wealthy build their path and let the critics talk. Success speaks louder than applause. Number 6. Watching TV excessively. Sure, everyone needs to relax, but millionaires don't spend hours mindlessly watching TV. They use their downtime for things that add value, reading, learning, or even just having real conversations. They're not binge-watching the latest reality show while complaining about not having enough time. They make intentional choices about how they spend their free time. If they do watch something, it's deliberate. Maybe a documentary, a business show, or something that fuels their creativity. But endless channel surfing? Not happening. Number 7. Engaging in office gossip. They don't waste time talking about who got promoted, who's slacking off, or what their coworker said at lunch. Gossip doesn't make money, and it doesn't build success. They stay focused on their own goals, not the drama around them. Engaging in gossip not only wastes time but can also damage reputations and relationships. Millionaires know that every interaction is an opportunity to either build trust or erode it. They'd rather be known for their work ethic and leadership than for being the person who always has the latest office scoop. Number 8. On our list of things millionaires never waste time on is complaining without solutions. Complaining is easy, fixing things takes effort. Millionaires don't waste time whining about problems, they look for ways to solve them. If they're unhappy with a situation, they either improve it or leave it behind. Sitting around complaining doesn't make money, doesn't improve life, and doesn't get results. Instead, they focus on what they can control. They ask themselves, what's the next move? And then they take action. Complaining might feel good in the moment, but it never changed a single thing. Number 9. Multitasking. The myth of multitasking is one that millionaires refuse to buy into. They know that splitting their attention between multiple tasks means doing everything poorly instead of doing one thing well. Research shows that multitasking reduces efficiency and increases mistakes, so they focus on one thing at a time. They work with full intensity, get it done, and move on to the next task. Their ability to concentrate deeply on one thing at a time is a major reason they achieve more in less time. Number 10. Comparing themselves to others. Millionaires don't waste time worrying about what someone else is doing. They're focused on their own path. Keeping up with the neighbors, trying to impress strangers. That's how people stay broke. They know real success isn't about looking rich, it's about actually being rich. Every dollar spent on flashy status symbols is a dollar not invested in wealth. They don't get caught up in the highlight reels of others because they're too busy building a life they don't need validation for. Number 11. Pursuing perfectionism. Getting things done beats getting things perfect every time. Millionaires don't sit around endlessly tweaking projects, waiting for the perfect version. They take action, adjust as needed, and keep moving. Perfect doesn't exist. The people who insist on flawless execution usually end up stuck, watching others pass them. They understand that progress builds momentum, and momentum builds results. Nothing kills success faster than waiting for conditions to be just right. Number 12 on our list of things millionaires never waste time on is neglecting health. Wealth means nothing if you're too exhausted, sick, or burned out to enjoy it. Millionaires know their body and mind are their greatest assets. They make time for exercise, eat food that fuels them, and get enough sleep. They don't skip workouts because they're too busy, and they don't live on fast food just because it's convenient. They see health as an investment, not an expense. Sharp thinking, high energy, and long-term success depend on taking care of yourself first. Number 13. Overindulging in social media. Scrolling for hours, arguing with strangers online, watching someone else live their life instead of improving your own? That's not how millionaires operate. They use social media as a tool, not a distraction. It's a way to learn, network, and build opportunities, not waste time. They know the algorithms are designed to keep people stuck in an endless loop of scrolling, liking, and comparing. Instead, they set limits, log off, and focus on the real world. Number 14. Dwelling on past mistakes. Everyone screws up. The difference? Millionaires don't let their mistakes define them. They learn, adjust, and move forward. Sitting around replaying failures changes nothing. Wasting time on regret doesn't pay the bills, and it sure doesn't build success. Instead of getting stuck in what went wrong, they focus on what they can do next. Every setback is just data, something to use for the next move. Successful people don't have time for self-pity. They have things to accomplish. Number 15. Procrastination. Millionaires don't wait. They act. Putting things off leads to missed opportunities and unnecessary stress. They know that getting started, even if it's messy, is better than standing still. The hardest part of anything is beginning. They don't waste hours overthinking or trying to feel ready. They take the first step and figure things out along the way. Success isn't about waiting for the right time, it's about making time work for you. Number 16 on our list of things millionaires never waste time on is ignoring financial education. Money isn't something to figure out later. Millionaires don't just earn it, they know how to grow it. They make time to learn about investing, taxes, and financial strategies. They don't blindly trust advisors without understanding what's happening with their money. They read, ask questions, and take control. Financial illiteracy keeps people broke. The wealthy make sure they know how to make their money work harder than they do. Number 17. Fear of change. Sticking to the same old habits because they feel safe? Not a millionaire mindset. The most successful people adapt, evolve, and stay open to new opportunities. They don't waste time resisting change. They look for ways to use it to their advantage. The world doesn't stand still, and neither do they. Being flexible means staying ahead. The people who refuse to change are the ones who get left behind. Number 18. Chasing every opportunity. Saying yes to everything is a fast way to get nowhere. Millionaires don't jump on every new idea that comes their way. They know that focus beats busyness, and stretching themselves too thin leads to failure. They evaluate, prioritize, and commit to the things that align with their bigger goals. Spreading energy across too many projects means nothing gets done well. Successful people pick their lanes and dominate them. Number 19. Arguing over opinions. Successful people don't waste time trying to prove they're right. They don't sit around debating things that won't impact their future. Opinions don't pay the bills. They focus on action, results, and progress. If a conversation isn't productive, they move on. Energy spent on arguments is energy not spent on growth. They'd rather be successful than win a pointless debate. Number 20. On our list of things millionaires never waste time on is getting distracted by short-term gains. Quick wins don't mean much if they come at the expense of long-term success. Millionaires play the long game. They don't chase fast cash, risky trends, or anything that looks too good to be true. They know that real wealth takes time, patience, and discipline. Making smart, steady moves beats gambling on overnight success. They invest, they build, and they stick with what works. Short-term thinking is for people who stay stuck. Number 21. Staying in their comfort zone. Comfort is the enemy of progress. Millionaires don't stay where it's easy. They push themselves to take risks, learn new skills, and face challenges head-on. Growth happens when things feel uncomfortable. Those who refuse to step out of familiar routines stay exactly where they are. The most successful people embrace the struggle, knowing that discomfort is a sign they're leveling up. They welcome challenges instead of avoiding them. Number 22. Overcommitting. Saying yes to everything means doing nothing well. Millionaires guard their time. They know that energy is a limited resource, and they don't waste it on commitments that don't matter. If something doesn't align with their priorities, they say no, without guilt, without excuses. They don't try to please everyone because they understand that spreading themselves too thin leads to burnout and mediocrity. Less is more when it comes to commitments. Number 23. Waiting for the perfect moment. Waiting is just another form of procrastination. Millionaires don't sit around hoping for the right conditions to take action. They move forward with what they have. They understand that things will never be 100% ready, and waiting only delayed success. They start, adjust as needed, and keep going. The perfect moment never comes. The people who succeed are the ones who take action anyway. Number 23. Over-planning. Planning is important, but millionaires don't waste time making endless spreadsheets and over-analyzing every detail. At some point, action beats preparation. They plan enough to get started, then adjust along the way. Those who get stuck in planning mode never actually accomplish anything. The people who win are the ones who do, not the ones who just think about doing. Success isn't magic. It's not luck, and it's definitely not an accident. Millionaires don't have more time than anyone else. They just refuse to waste it. They cut out distractions, focus on what matters, and take action while others hesitate. The habits you drop are just as important as the ones you build. Cut the dead weight, sharpen your focus, and start moving toward real success. Time is either working for you or against you. Make sure it's the first one. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget the link in the description.